before I begin, I have a quick question on this situation. I understand what has been explained is that it was divided out from the county commissioners last year in 2024, right? Is that what was discussed just then?
Correct.
Okay. How is that able to be done that way when the auction didn't happen until May of this year? How is that able to be done, split out, but the auction didn't happen until May of 2025?
Because it was approved, the land was divided out in 9/19.
A year before?
South auction, it was approved for South auction to do that,
And a year before it was auctioned?
yes.
Okay. I was just curious
Yes.
on how that could have been done when it wasn't even auctioned off.
When the bank auctions it off, we don't have anything to do with that when the bank auctions it off.
Oh, okay. I was just curious how that time frame worked, because that just seemed a little off.
Yeah,
I wasn't
we
sure.
don't have anything to do when they auction it off.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna hand out some things as I go through, so y'all can kind of follow along with me, if you don't mind. Like I said, my name is Della Gladieux. I've been born and raised in Berrien County, lived here most of my life. My family started the Bradford Gaspin community over 100 years ago. If y'all open up, I have a letter here, and you can please read that later. I'm gonna hit some of the things on this, but as I go through, there's quite a bit of evidence and things in the back behind the letter. Excuse me, I'm a little nervous. It's been a while since I've had to get up in front of anyone and do something like this. I'd like to start out just to tell you that everything that I'm going to be showing you are going to be facts, and it's going to be evidence based off of the updated comprehensive plan for 2025 for Berrien County. It's also going to add, I've got some studies and other things along with that to help back up my argument. All of these things are going to show why this is problematic for our county. They can paint you a pretty picture. The developers can tell you all this money you're going to be creating and be getting from the tax revenue, but I'm going to tell you that's not going to happen. That's going to be a stark truth from what we're really going to find. And as I go through and show you these things, if you go to page 2 of my letter, you'll see some numbers here. You'll see that in South Berrien County right now, as of the comprehensive plan, right now, before we add anything else, this is just a lowball number. It is $14,666,500. And what that is only includes the one-time projects when there's multiple projects, because I don't know how many projects there are. So I was only able to add that one. So that number is just going to go up. And it doesn't include staff time. For the whole Berrien County is over $44.6 million right there. Our budget is only $35 million. What you find is that no matter where you go, whether it is Berrien County, Lowndes County, Florida, Canada, or even the whole United States, this money is costing the United States for urban development. Urban sprawls is costing over $1 trillion a year for our taxpayers' money to put out the resources to do these things that are far out, which is an urban sprawl. And it's very detrimental to our taxes, our resources that we're already lacking in right now. On average, per capita, sprawl is $4,556. Over half of that is from directly born from a sprawl. And in 2007, as you see, Lowndes County did their own study showing you the same thing, that it actually takes up money from. If you look back on this back side, you'll see all of the numbers that I got was from the actual work program. I have it right there, and I have the budget included. So you can see all those numbers right there. I'm including the city because this doesn't affect just our county, our area. This will affect, it will affect everyone. It will affect Lake City, Alapaha, Enigma, Nashville, because we cannot compensate for the resources it's going to need for this. The rest of everyone else is going to have to help compensate taxes. So our taxes are going to go up because we're going to have to pay for the resources that we already are lacking in the county. We have very lack of, or no resources, as you know, if you live in a rural area. Like I said, the sprawl costs us $1 trillion a year, just alone in the United States. It costs each of us, like I said, over half of what it's cost in directly from the sprawl. Right now in Berrien County, if you look, we are $10,000 under the Georgia median for income. We are under the poverty level for Georgia. We cannot afford more taxes. This, having to put in new resources, if you actually look at the thing, we need 3 new patrol cars for sheriff. We need a 911 facility for the south area. We need EMS building. New Louis needs a new fire department. From the hurricane, we barely got any hurricane relief funds in yet for that. So we can't just count on grants and things. And if you also look at the comprehensive plan, everything they speak in here is protecting against this. It's protecting our infrastructures. It protects our waterways. We have all of the aqua, the water under the ground that we have to use, that we have to come from. And when you add and build other things, it's gonna drop those water levels and those wells. Not only is it going to hurt us financially, it is also gonna hurt us in resources. We're gonna have to add more. The more citizenry you add, the more money you have to add to protect those citizenry. And I'm just gonna tell you right now, you can probably ask everybody in here, on that south side of town, you're not gonna get nothing but probably property taxes, because most people work and live in Valdosta. They work and shop in Valdosta. I don't know how many of y'all shop in Valdosta, live down there. How many of y'all come to Nashville? Not much. I work and shop in Valdosta, so you're not gonna get those taxes. They're not gonna come here. We're too close to Valdosta. If you're looking for Moody, that's not gonna happen. Not only that, there's protection built into the updated plan that shows that there's an agreement for in flyover zone for Moody. And it is also in the plans showing that we need to protect those. And we also have the impacts of flights, the natural and cultural resources it hits. We need to coordinate with Moody, yes. They said they won't have 200 people come in. They've already ixnayed that. There's not 200 people more coming in now. So we've been on how much chopping block how many times for Moody? We can't plan upon them. But we are close to them when we need to protect the space for that as well. So we have the JLUS that we're supposed to be a joint land use study which helps participate to implement for Lowndes County, Moody, and all us conjointly working together in order to keep those areas from being encroached upon. The whole comprehensive plan, land use compatible with Moody Air Force Base exists due to encroachment of residential subdivisions into or near flight paths. So that's another concern we have. We already need a South End EMS, we don't have that. We need that now. Adding more people, we're just gonna need more of that. New Louis has 1 engine, Gray City has 1 engine. Everything we are gonna have to add now as it is, add double as you add more people, especially further out from resources you get. We don't need to do irresponsible growth at all. It's irresponsible for taxpayers, the money, handling, management, physically. It's also detrimental to our land, our resources, and we need to have responsible growth. Urban sprawl, which what this is not, because it's further out from resources, it's gonna cost a lot more money. So what we need to do is be responsible on the growth and grow in the areas closer to the resources. In fact, the updated plan talks about stronger agricultural protection for those zones to protect those, and we need those. They say we don't have those right now as it is. We need stronger ones to protect against this right here, because they're going to paint you a pretty picture. All the studies, Google it, urban sprawl, it will tell you this is going to cost all of us in the county, and he doesn't even live here. He's going to make $250,000 per house, and he paid $230,000 for the whole thing. He's going to walk away holding a bag, and we're going to be left with the financial burden of the resources that we're going to have to do, and the lack of resources that we're going to have. Water, main resource for our agriculture, for our rural areas. And I hope this helps. And like I said, we already need a lot of maintenance, especially with roads and stuff and resources. I'm going to give you some pictures of what the road looks like. It's been months since they've been out there, done ditches, or done any kind of mowing. Those are the pictures of those. And then this is where he purchased the lands. And those are the numbers for it, $229,000. And all of this stuff is also behind, like I said, the letters where it has all of the numbers, everything that's there. Does anyone have any questions for me?
Where do you live in relation
I live right across the road from this,
to?
Directly. Directly across the road. I live Bradford Road, corner of Bradford Road and Old Wells Highway. I live directly across the road from this. And I can tell you the water coming off of it right now is already bad. This is gonna cause even more runoff.
Runs under her house.
It runs, yes, we have a river running under our house as it is now. Because of the ditches and things, this is gonna cause more surface, it's gonna cause more runoff. All of it. So yeah, I live directly across from it, so this definitely affects me completely, as it does the rest of us. And like I said, it's not gonna benefit any of us in this county. So we need to provide